nobody to listen to. He's blue and he's a Vegeta guy. He's a blue Vegeta guy. He's a Vegeta guy. He's a blue Vegeta guy. He's a blue Vegeta guy. What is up, everyone? Thank you for joining us once again on the Dstar01 channel. I'm your host, Dexter, Arafiles, and today we'll be looking at the Demoniacal Fit Deep Blue. If you're wondering who this is, it's clearly Vegeta. Obviously, Demoniacal Fit can't use the real deal names because these are essentially third-party. I don't want to call them knockoffs because these are much better than knockoffs. But if you're looking to get this figure, you can get it at www.dstar01.at. Awesome action figures. But before you do that, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're always in the know when I post new videos. Now, like all toy reviews, I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel right off the bat. Then we're going to dive deeper. Actually, deep blue deeper. When we look at paint and detail, articulation, scale, and accessories. So, first things first, let's talk about this guy. Is this a great figure? Yeah, I'd have to say so. It's pretty darn good. I think this is Demoniacal Fit's best attempt at making a Vegeta, or actually any Dragon Ball figure. They really have improved over the years in terms of the look, the sculpt, the paint, and everything like this. Everything like that. It looks like an official figure. But there is a little bit of issue that I have with this toy. His cross-arm accessory. And you know what? I'm just going to tell you right now. Let me see if I can find it on the box here. In fact, you don't even see the cross-arm accessory on the box because it is a pain to get on him. And that is honestly the biggest negative I have about this figure. I think when it comes to cross arms on a figure, it does look really cool. I love how they look. It shows a really, like, I'm proud to be a Saiyan type look. But the problem is, the way it's designed is, there's two pegs right here in the bicep, and then it plugs right in to the arms, to the cross arms. So the issue that we have is, if you don't have butterfly joints that go all the way around or have a really good range of motion, you're not going to get those pegs to fit in, and then they just fall off. And that's the issue that I have with Deep Blue and actually any figure that has cross arms. It's always difficult to get the cross arms on. And this figure is sadly no exception. But, like I said before, this is a really good looking Vegeta figure. I mean, just look at it. This is fantastic. I love what they did with the sculpt here. And we're going to dive deeper into that when we look at paint and detail. So, now you know how I feel. Let's dive deeper. We're looking at paint and detail now. Let's talk about this guy. Let's get him really close to the camera and show you why this guy's called Deep Blue. He has a really metallic, shiny, almost candy blue hair. This is more of metallic blue, but yeah, if you had just added like a little more chrome to that, it would have been a really shiny blue. And this is my type of blue. Whenever I do like a custom for myself, I don't really show it off on this channel. I always go for a chrome candy-like look, like red, blue, and this definitely says, yeah, that's really cool. This is where I stand when it comes to metallic blues. So yeah, I love it. This is really cool. I love the way it looks. If it's not your thing, if it's too blue, then maybe this isn't for you. See, that rhymes. So anyway, let's look more into the armor. We're looking at a kind of grayish white armor. This is not a white armor. This is more of a kind of like brown gray in terms of the armor. And the suit itself has really nice tones, like almost metallic-like tones to it, to show off that deep blueness of this figure. And if we look at the boots and the gloves, it also has kind of like a glossy shine as well. So if you're thinking this figure was going to come out like in a matte finish, no, this is definitely shiny, vibrant, and deep blue. One more thing I have to really compliment about this figure is the face sculpt is really spot on. I've always thought that Demoniacal Fit was kind of like sitting at the 90%, close to and SH Figure Arts. But this face, I have to say, and this is my opinion, and you guys can contest me down in the comments down below, this is 99.5% close to the real deal, if not better. I really like it. It looks good. They actually did a really good job with the creases in the eyebrow, the widow's peak, and everything like that. Just looks really, really accurate. Much better than the Ego Vegeta that Kong made. Let me tell you, this figure does look really, really solid. So now that we're done with that, let's talk about articulation and scale. First things first, let's see how tall this guy is standing. Let's take out our trusty ruler. I brought the ruler this time. He is standing at 5 3/4 inches tall. Now, here is the blue Vegeta that was released by SH Figure Arts, and you'll notice that he's more of a matte finish than the deep blue. So this is kind of the figure they were trying to go for, but they did make it better. I have to say, if you're looking for a more shiny blue, this one's the way to go. If you're looking for a matte Vegeta blue, this one's the real deal way to go. But the real deal is worth a lot of money nowadays. We're looking at almost $100 because he does come with the red hair, or Super Saiyan Red. I don't even think it's, sorry, Super Saiyan God hair. Yeah, that's not worth it to me. I would not drop the $100 on that Vegeta, so therefore this is a good alternative if you just want a Vegeta Blue. So let's see other Vegetas. We have the Superhero Vegeta right here. And one thing I'm going to have to say about this figure, and I did test it before I decided to review, is can you put the real deal head on this body? And the answer is yes, but the problem is it's way too loose. It'll pop in, you'll actually hear a physical pop, but then the head just spins around, and it does not quite fit, unfortunately. But if you're just going to have the figure just stand there with a powered down hair, then by all means it will work. But if you want to like pose it dynamically, that's not going to happen. Something about this peg is just a little bit too, I don't know what it is. I think the neck part, or where the shaft is a little bit too thin, so therefore it just spins around and it's not good. So let's look at another Vegeta. We have here Majin Vegeta. So as you can see, they do work really well together. And let's get Kakarot in here. Super Saiyan 2 exclusive. So there you have it. And just because, here is Mafek's Spider-Man that we just reviewed. So he does work really well. We have Cyborg Spider-Man Marvel Legends. So, you know, he's a short guy, so therefore he works really well with these figures. So, let's talk about articulation. Before we go into that, let me just say this figure was really tight out of the box, so everyone who gets this, I highly recommend that you play around with him a little bit before you start posing him. And by doing that, you just want to start moving the legs around like this. It's just to loosen him up, and yeah, that's what I recommend before you do any serious posing. But once I did that, he's no longer super tight, and he seems to be in really good condition. So let's talk about articulation. We have an up and down here at the toe. See, really tight. And we have a ball joint here at the ankle, double joint knee. We have the version 2 crotch joints for solid kicks, as you can see right here. Front kick, side kick, and then we had that flying knee. Ab crunch for the 2 articulation points in the center with solid rotation. We do have butterfly joints, but they don't really go out that much. And I'll show you in the accessories what I mean. A true bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, ball and peg, and 2 joints at the neck, looking to be well above 20 points of articulation. As you can see right here, the leg fell off because it is just a really tight fit. So here, I'm going to pop it back in, as you can see, and it works just fine. But yeah, that is just too tight. My goodness. So let's do a superhero landing pose. And this is the best we can do. He doesn't quite look up. And this goes for all Vegeta figures. They do not look up to get that perfect superhero landing pose. Let's do front kick. Side kick. Let's get a good side kick pose right there. Boom. Flying knee. And of course, Shoryuken. And something I haven't done in a while, breakdance pose. Let's see if we can get him to balance. And there you have it. Looking really good. So let's go to the top cam. Let's look at the accessories. And this is one thing that I love about Demoniacal Fit is that they're including a lot more accessories. And when I say accessories, I mean extra faces, extra hands, the cross arms, which is so-so, as I was saying before, and the charge-up effect, which is really cool. I really love that they included this. This is easily an extra $20 if you were to buy the SH Figure Arts one. So that's really cool. I like what they did there. Let's talk about the accessories. The 3 extra faces right here. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 extra hands. And of course the cross arms. So let's get rid of this right now. Let's go to the front cam. Let me just show you these cross arms. And I honestly am just very disappointed. And you know, this isn't Demoniacal Fit's fault. They're copying a design that's honestly very flawed. And that's as close as I'm going to get with this guy. Without moving him too much, as you can see, it just falls off. It's really hard to pop back in because you don't have the proper butterfly joints. Now, if they came out a little more, I think that would have solved the issue. I'm not going to mess with this anymore. Honestly, this is just here to pose him in this pose, and that's it. You're not going to pose him dynamically. That's about it. So we're going to pop these arms back on. Now that we got that out of the way, let's pop these back on. Really easy to do. Okay, now let's talk about the other accessories, which is the faceplates. So let's look right here. Here's another faceplate. Again, looking really solid. Really clean right there. Look at that grin. Very nice. And of course, we have another one. This is the angry face. Really like this one too. Looks just like Vegeta. And then we have the yelling face, which is my personal favorite right here. It looks really, really solid. And then we'll look at the other hand. Actually, let's look at one hand. The hand that I really like, where is it? The thumbs up hand. Always gotta love this hand. We'll put this. You only get one. And there you have it. He's yelling and pointing his thumb at himself. So let's look at this. Let's go to top cam. And let's look at the charge up effect right here. Looking really sharp. It's 3-piece, decently heavy. It's hollow inside. Really nice. Now let's go to the front cam and let's set this guy up. No issues here. Looking really, really good. And boom. There you have it. So let's come to the conclusion of the Deep Blue Vegeta from Demoniacal Fit. I love this figure. It looks good. I especially love the faces, the paint scheme. Everything about this guy is great. Demoniacal Fit definitely knocked it out of the park with this one. But there are some negatives that you have to know. He's very tight. Honestly, the QC on these are not going to be like SH Figure Arts, so expect to like loosen it up with some silicone oil. Or mess around with it like I did. No silicone oil necessary, and he seems to be working really, really well. Biggest negative, like I said before, as he falls over, is the cross arms. Yeah, don't like this. This falls off. Hard to put on. It's just a hassle, honestly. But besides that, total package, love it. He's going for $52.99 at www.Dstar01.com. Awesome action figures. Thanks for watching. And do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're always in the know when I post new videos. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace.
watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Where? Right here. Not there, right here. You. And thanks for watching. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. Right here, right there, right here. Yeah.